So we have our 4U rack case. I'll take off. On the front of the device, you'll see that we have the 10 gigabit network switch with our 4 source fibers and our 2 receiver decoder fibers. We have our 4 encoders. 2 at the bottom. I have my local sources attached. 2 additional encoders where we have the ability to connect in sources that are outside the rack, so laptops and so on that I'm going to have in the room. And then I have my 2 decoders which are connecting out to the displays that I have in my rack. Everything in a 4U chassis, everything connected. Move it around so you can see that everything is nice and neatly packed and connected. One of the first things we're going to do is make sure that all of the power cords are still intact in the lower and upper frames. I've got 2 displays that are typically provided by the customer, hopefully, and we're going to go ahead and connect up the rear of the device. So I'm going to take out a couple of things. I'm going to take out my power cord first. That's the only thing that I need to connect in. And now with my device attached, my master power switch, I'm going to turn that on. That should turn everything on within the system. We have a Velcro here that attaches up 2 different cables. So color coded, my purple HDMI cables are for any additional sources that I want to connect into the system. In this case, that'll be maybe my laptop. So I'm going to disconnect or untie my cable. So again, my purple connector I'm going to leave in front for a source. On the other side here, I do the same again. So I'm going to disconnect untangle my cable. That's going to be for a second source. And then I have 2 yellow cables, and the yellow cables are for my displays. So I've got number 2. Let's start with number 1. Fired up, our 2 displays connected. I have my laptop. I'm going to go ahead and connect my laptop into the 10 gig switch into one of the available copper ports. I'm going to open up our software management tool. You might be able to see that the management tool does show me that I do indeed have 2 displays connected, and I do have 4 encoders connected. Now at the moment only 2 of them are active because my additional 2 inputs, which are here, my 2 purple inputs, are for devices that aren't in the equipment rack. So if I want to connect my laptop in again as an example. So I'm going to go ahead, connect the source. I'm going to make sure that my displays are turned on. And hopefully you'll be able to see when the screens sync up that I have 2 different sources, or 1 source now connected on 2 different displays. I can connect to another 4K media player, which is showing my airshow content, and I can obviously show a combination of both. So what the interface does show at the minute is that my additional input number 1, is not live, and that's because I don't have anything connected to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the HDMI cable for this device. I'm going to connect it into the encoder, and now this source is live, and if I drag it to both displays, you'll see that that is the interface. That is the second portion of my display. If I were to open up Excel as an example, I can now drag that source over. So now I have a third source connected into the system. And again, I can have any combination of devices connected. You'll see again the seamless switching, no problem. So what I'm going to do now is connect in an additional source. I've still got one extra encoder in my system that I haven't connected yet. This happens to be an old RGB laptop. So I'm going to go ahead and connect in an RGB adapter. I'm going to connect this into my available HDMI cable. And now when I pick my second available source, different resolution, you'll see now that I have a display now connected, and that's coming from my RGB source. So within this system now, I now have 4 available sources. I have the RGB laptop, I have my second external connection, which in this case is my Surface Pro. I have my wildlife content. I have my airshow content. So the 2 sources that are in the system are both UHD, so 3840, 2160, and any additional external sources that I connect can be set up by the user. So what we've been able to demonstrate is a very simple and quick setup to demonstrate a 4x2 ZyPer4K system. Just take the front and back off, connect the system up, connect in your display or displays, and connect in any additional sources that you have, and you're done. We estimate this shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this simple video showing how to set up the demonstration system. Look forward to your feedback and have fun. Okay, so our demonstration's over. We want to tear the system down. I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect everything and cable it back up back inside the unit. So I'm going to disconnect my laptop. I'm going to shut it down. Keep out my spare connections. Disconnect any additional sources that I have in the system. This is our user's analog laptop. You will get the VGA to HDMI adapter. You'll also get a remote control for the media players, but they're set to auto start when they boot up. And here's my network cable that I have to use to connect in my management tool. Turn this around so that you can see it a bit better. My laptop power supply. There is one extra power outlet for this device. And we're simply going to take my source cable. So this is a spare source cable. pull that neatly inside. On the back. Don't need to disconnect anything from the front. Probably need someone to help you get it down. You are ready to go. We do have a bag of accessories. You can probably put those inside the case or carry them separately in your laptop bag. And that was the system being disconnected and ready to move on to the next demonstration.